to Deity's Muse.
Correct, sir.
All the way from the southernmost point of Africa. You're the only South African band playing here.
Yes, we are.
This time, I think you're one of the first South African bands to actually play this festival.
We are the very
first band.
Hopefully there'll be more.
I hope so. How did you guys get yourself over here? Were you self-funded? Did somebody sponsor you? Or?
We paid our way
self-funded.
to get here.
Excellent. So hitchhike?
I wish. That would be a nice road trip.
So how was the journey over? Is it okay? Is it nice and easy to get here from South Africa? Or is it a bit of a?
It's a bit of a flight, but I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I struggle to sit on a plane and move around, and I can't sleep on a plane.
I can't sleep on a plane. We flew from Johannesburg to Dubai, and then Dubai to London.
Yeah.
And then we did 5 shows leading up to this particular show that we did today.
Yeah.
And it's been hustle and bustle from the very beginning. You know?
Yeah. So is it you guys play later on today? Is that right?
No, we
played
this morning.
First thing on. So how did it go?
It was amazing. What an experience. The crowd was incredible. The sound was incredible. The reception was incredible.
Saw the South African flag in the crowd.
That was awesome.
Great.
That was awesome.
So did you find it was actually somebody from South Africa, or was it just somebody who felt nice about it?
I don't know. Maybe it was someone from South Africa, because I saw Bunny Cha here from South Africa. I saw Biltong here from South Africa. All those stands.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some South Africans here.
There are little pockets of South Africanisms going on at the moment.
I know, you get around everywhere, don't you? You're like, I don't know, the English. Yeah, you just get everywhere.
Taking over.
So what's the scene like in South Africa in terms of rock and metal and so on?
It's small. Very small but very passionate. A lot of the bands, the fans are made up of a lot of band members.
All right.
That's basically what's going on. It's a tiny pocket of alternative rock and metal fans in South Africa.
Yeah.
The majority of what you get there is traditional Afrikaans music and house music and hip hop. That's very big, and top 40 stuff.
Yeah.
So the alternative market is tiny, but super passionate.
It's very similar here. A lot of the PR people also play in bands, and they also help promote, and a lot of them do press as well, so it's just a very, very close-knit community. I know you've got one metal festival, which you're playing at in September, Cranked Up?
Cranked Up.
Correct,
How long's that been going for now?
7, this is the 7th one, 7 years.
Yeah, so they also have a couple of international acts, and then an awful lot of the homegrown talent as well.
Exactly.
Have you played it before?
We have. This will be the first time we do it in about 3 years, but we played about 4 times.
4 times,
Yeah. Whereabouts? Is that in Joburg? Or?
It's in Joburg,
Joburg South. Joburg South.
There's always 2 international bands from wherever in the world, and then 19 South African bands. So it's a fun time, it really is. About 2,000 people show up for it.
It's good stuff.
And it's a one-day festival, and it's an annual event.
Excellent. Can you see that kind of thing growing, or?
It is growing. It definitely is, yes. So at some point, the guys are going to have to move it into a bigger area as well. So it's doing really well for itself.
That's what you want to hear, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So a little bit more about you guys. What sort of music do you play? Rock, metal, in between?
It's a little bit in between. It's more alternative prog, hard rock, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
Sort of if Alice in Chains was a prog band.
Interesting.
Yeah, something along those lines, yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Do you find it difficult to be a bit different, a bit original in what is becoming quite a crowded scene there?
I think we've always been original. I mean, we can look at our influences, but we don't really sound anything like them, really. And when we write, I think we've all got different influences. So when we write, when we come up with stuff, I think we all implementing a little bit of the influences that we've got into our music, and I think that usually creates a diverse sound from each person.
It takes us forever to write music because we don't want the last song to sound like the new song. So every song has to sound different. And it takes us a long time, but we're super critical of what we do.
Yeah. So you're doing a fair bit of touring over here. I say 5 gigs in a short period of time. What have you guys got coming up over the next couple of months, 6 months? Have you got any new material? Have you got any more plans for touring?
Yeah. I mean, you'll know. With the shows coming up, you'll know.
Yeah, we've got.
But in terms of, for me, like we were just discussing now, we just got a new guitarist in. I think this was his 6th show.
This is his 6th show with us.
This is his 6th show.
So he's basically done the 5 London ones.
And those,
Exactly, yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
And we itching to write some new stuff. So we want to, in between the shows that's coming up, I don't know when they are, but we want to get some new tracks down.
I think the priority after Cranked Up Festival is we're just going to be locked away writing music, and hopefully we're hoping for about July next year we'll be back doing a UK tour again.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's another long ride on a couple of planes, unable to sleep.
Yeah.
And then playing some gigs exhausted. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
exactly.
definitely. I mean, we love it because we want to come. I love the UK.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is next time, if we've got a little bit of time, we want to go to Villa Park.
Villa Park, yeah, we're both Aston Villa supporters.
I saw you got a Newcastle United tattoo.
Yeah. It's such a shame that Villa went down.
It sucks. And they're battling to come back up, man.
They won the other day. They beat Hull. Was it 3-1? 3-1?
We were 1-0 down, we won 3-1.
Yeah. So I mean, the first time Villa actually figured out how to win a football game, it's about 4 months too late.
Yeah.
Such as it was. So I mean, well, you're not that far from Villa Park here.
No, we're not.
No. It's, Wayne, you told me that it was like around the corner. I was like, right, yeah.
So you're not too far. But you're maybe an hour at the most.
We'll have to include it in the itinerary next year.
Yeah.
Our drummer section is an Arsenal supporter, and he's always wanted to go and check the Emirates out.
Highbury was a nicer ground.
There you go. We see.
Highbury was more English.
Yeah.
It was a football ground surrounded by houses. It was lovely. It was far too small for a club of Arsenal size.
Yeah.
But it was quaint. It was nice. But the Emirates Stadium looks impressive.
It looks new. I would even like to go there. I've actually got a couple of friends who are United fans, Man United fans, and they went to Villa Park, I think, like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And they said that the Villa Park's really cool stadium. So
Exactly. That's why everybody in South Africa it was rugby and cricket.
Oh, it's
the majority of it is, but there's a huge fan base for the English Premier League.
Oh, yeah. Premier League's huge in South Africa.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys must have been quite enjoying the World Cup a few years back as well.
Oh yes. Yeah, we went to
What a party that was.
we
I
went
wanted
to
to come
4
back.
matches, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
We went to 4 games. Yeah. It was great, man. It was great.
So I used to work with a lot of guys who were from South Africa and they just rented the houses out. They made an absolute fortune.
Yeah, my brother did that too. Yeah.
Easy way to make some guys so you could afford the tickets to go to the games. Really.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, we've got a pile of interviews coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Sorry I didn't get a chance to catch your show earlier on. We're just
No worries.
rammed, and hopefully one of our other folks will have seen you play. So we should see you back here maybe next year sometime.
Definitely.
Be next year, yeah.
During the season, so you can actually catch a game.
Yes, of course. Yes.
In between shows, we'll come and watch some football.
Great idea.
Together.
Should be able to. As I say, I mean, the UK is an easy enough place to get around, and we've got plenty of football grounds. So just have a look at the Premier League fixtures and get yourself over. And catch a match. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, folks.
Thank you so much, man.
See you the next time you're over.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your stay. Enjoy.